Do you want to see me blow my stack?
That's a stack.
That's like when I get really upset and just start flailing my arms, and what happens happens. You can take it with you and go.
You want the drink?
Is that how you do it? You're just
I
like,
know you
Oh, it's like a
just a
metalcore music
whirlwind of
video from 2003. Just
Stop.
just like that. All right. I have a hypothetical scenario for you.
Okay. Do you want to start the show before the
Yeah.
hypothetical?
Hi,
scenario,
everybody.
or-
Welcome to the Bloody and Sutty Show. My name is Bloody the Elf. This guy right here is my enormous hetero life partner.
SuttySmash.
And welcome to the show for jackasses, by jackasses, with jackasses. Do you want to say it too? Go ahead, say it. Try it, give it a shot. Say the jackasses part, because I know you don't ever get to say it. I say it every time.
No, I like hearing you say it. I like doing my hand signals.
Okay, yeah, I've never noticed that you've ever done that
Yes.
before. Do you do that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, clearly.
it's for jackasses, by jackasses, for jackasses.
It adds so much that I've never noticed it until right now.
Yeah,
We're only
exactly.
53 episodes in. Welcome to episode 53-ish.
Maybe.
And tonight we're going to have a wonderful show. What are we talking about tonight? Anything?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna tell you about my massage gun experience.
You got a massage gun.
I did, yeah.
That's actually for her lady bits.
Well, yes, we'll get in there. Don't worry. Like, yeah, it's intense. And that's.
Have you ever stuck a
really all.
vibrator in your taint?
No.
This is where I make the boys start to feel uncomfortable and leave.
How
So-
many speeds do mustache? There's 20. There's 20 speeds.
Check
a
it out, Mitch.
hypervolt
3
thing?
speeds.
Yeah. No, 20 speeds. And like 20 is aggressive. It's like, let's just get right into it. I don't know if you've ever seen or something landed on your browser where it's the chicks fuck machines.
Yeah, I mean,
But
uh-huh.
what site specifically though? Like, where would you find that? Where exactly?
Definitely not at myfreecams.com, where I'm a platinum plus member.
Are you really?
No.
But no, man, like when Marie got it from me because she got
Wanted
it
to take your
for me
relationship to the next level.
to the next level, yeah. She, bless her heart, is like when she tries to give me massages, she doesn't have the hand strength to like get in there, you know.
I
Yes,
suck. Okay, that's just it. I suck.
And yeah, she
but
does.
she's got spirit.
She does. She's
That's
got
the
some gumption.
spirit.
Some.
I'm gonna put that. I'm editing this one,
Do it.
so I'm gonna put that in right there. It's a song. Sorry, go ahead.
But she no, you're fine. And her hands get tired after a while, so she got this, and then like it's a hefty fucking gun. Like it's about like yay big, and it has like 6 different attachments to it and whatnot. And when
And they
she
all go
put it up to my back, it was like, yeah, exactly. They do. They
shocking,
all do
isn't it?
that. Weird. It's like a fucking piston. But when she hits me
Oh,
with it, and
I
I try
know.
to, oh, you're well aware. Um, I've seen.
Where'd
I'm
she
in
buy
that
this thing from? Like
subgenre of
Adam and Eve?
porn.
Which I don't know what
But
that is either. Oh, I don't have any music running. This is gonna sound weird.
when you fucking I was trying to talk to her to try to like give her direction on where to go. I'm like fucking my voice is just like palpating like that. But it felt amazing. Like I haven't been that limber like ever. I was sore the next day, and I had the most vivid fucking dreams, man. Like the most vivid dreams. I had a dream. It was like World War II. I was in a
Love that.
war. I'm gonna guess it was World War II. And my platoon had gotten taken over,
Oh shit.
and
That's kind of the
yeah,
worst.
it is, isn't it? But
I
my
hate it when
platoon
that
had gotten
happens.
taken over. And I didn't have a weapon, or I didn't have a gun or ammo. I had like an entrenching shovel and a bayonet. Like that's all that I had. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna die fighting, I guess. And I started like charging these people, and they treated it like it was an honor fight. Like they were
Yeah.
one at a time attacking me.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, we're gonna make this a knife fight. And so we had knife fights,
I
and I
love
got cut
that.
up. I got cut up bad. But I apparently survived because later I went to I was at like a party, like a classy fucking dinner party in the States. Oh hey, let's just put that wherever. Don't even worry about it. Um, but at this party, people like older men are like, so how was the war? I was like, it was fucking terrible. That's how it was. Like I have all these fucking permanent injuries, and I have like a third of the friends that I had before the war. So yeah, it was awful. Like yeah, I can see that. Have some champagne. You know, it was like champagne on silver platter type party. Like
Champagne.
Champagne. And they were trying to set me up with this lady that was there, and she was also asking. Oh, hello. She's also asking very insensitive questions. She's like, "How many people did you kill?" And I'm like, I don't know, a few. And then like this dream was so vivid that I was like, all right, I need a break from you guys. And then I went into the bathroom in the dream and just started sobbing. Like I was just crying
Oh,
in the fucking
God.
bathroom of this house. Like oh god,
War
what the fuck's happened to me?
is hell.
It never changes.
Never changes.
Fucking, and then so that stemmed into a second dream where I had Samara, and we were in a house we weren't supposed to be in, but there was something about like the place that we were at in this house, like it was just reverberating like an energy or something, to where we were both just uncontrollably shitting. Like
I hit you on the brown note.
Oh god, yeah, we chat a lot. Like I was like, oh no, and I sat down, and this is a house I'm not supposed to be in. Like we broke into this house for whatever reason, and I'm shitting on their couch and on their carpet.
Good.
And then Samara's looking up at me, and she takes off her shitty diaper, and there's just shit everywhere.
Running
And
down the
she
leg.
she hands me her diaper. There's shit dripping from it.
Good.
And like I'm scooping up shit with my hands, and she's just talking to me. And then I hear like the key enter the keyhole in the
Good.
front door, and I'm like, oh no!
Oh
And so I pick her up and her shitty diaper and like our shit covered clothes, and I just try to get further down the hallway for I don't know, shelter. I have no idea what my plan is here, but I ended up passing out for some reason, and I wake up, and these people were very understanding.
Okay,
It's like
these things
I'm
happen.
So sorry. That's exactly what happened. They're like, hey, they said shit happens. And I was like, I see what you did
Sometimes.
there. Yep, sometimes it does. Thanks for that. But yeah, but very vivid, very detailed dreams. Like I could explain the layout of the house and shit of both of them that I was in. Like, and apparently that is a thing. Like when you release all the lactic acid and all the knots in your muscles and shit, like it affects your dream and sleep cycles and shit. So I was like, man, I want to do that all the time. I love vivid dreams. They're my favorite.
Were you shitting in somebody else's house continuously? That does sound pretty great. I'm in.
It was like minus the panic of it not being my house. Well, not even not being my house, but the panic of like, oh god, they're home. Like I'm gonna be in trouble.
And all was well.
Yeah. Then I woke up and I was for about half of a second. I was like, oh my god, did I shit the bed? You know, like
That's a legitimate concern.
I was concerned about it for a minute.
Have
What
you
happens when you
shit
start
yourself
making-
since you've been living with Marie? Like in the bed.
In the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to make that distinction because.
Well,
no.
yeah, you've shit yourself since then. I know that. I mean, who hasn't in that amount of time? But in 6 years, I mean, yeah, 100% of us have shat ourselves. Have you shit the bed with her, like Frank and Charlie style?
No, I haven't shit the bed.
No, that's less fun.
I have there have been times where like I'll go to take what I think is a piss, you know, and then I have a fart that I probably shouldn't have trusted, and we had an old white carpet in the bathroom. I ruined that thing because I shit standing up. I was like, oh no.
That's why you get black carpets, bro.
But it's not as aesthetically pleasing.
It's even more so. Ask David Rose. That's
David
not really a
Rose,
part of
David
your
Rose.
journey right now.
You're a part of my journey.
Bro, you want to know something crazy?
Yes. I do,
Remember last time I was
actually.
like, I've dropped 42,000 frames this stream.
Yeah. you
I've
dropped
changed
0
and
this
done
stream.
nothing. I'm at 0.0.
Oh, cool. You welcome to my entire streaming career, man. Like it's-
Nothing.
There's no.
It's just
rhyme or reason
connection,
for
man.
anything.
It's
just
just shit. This is what I've come to conclude. I will do nothing about it ever. Like, it's not me. There's nothing I can do that's going to resolve that problem.
That's what's funny, man. Is I did a lot. You remember? I did tons of shit. To
Yeah,
try to fix.
fucking stop it. There's
Random
nothing you
work.
can do.
Yeah, I gave up now, but
Just fuck it, man. Anyway,
bunch of bullshit.
so Reface, do you want to talk about that briefly and how much fun that is?
Yeah, Reface is a lot of fun. So for those of you that don't know what Reface is you take a picture of yourself and it just, I was gonna say crudely, but not even crudely, pretty expertly.
It's
pastes your
incredible.
face onto other like scenes or clips of
Anything else.
movies. Yeah, really anything.
And it's amazing how
Like-
they take it and they just wrap it around. Like, it's a 3D wrap that they render over like anything else. And it's like,
I was Tony Montana.
I was
and
Kylie
also
Jenner.
I was Baby from Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, you were. You looked really good.
I
Dude,
was-
what's
it was
funny
good.
is you as Captain Jack Sparrow was like so functional that it's like he could have fucking bet him. Like it was fine.
It was really good, man.
And, like,
that's a fun app.
For whatever reason, I myself will always have these dark circles under my eyes. Like that's just a part of who I am. And then it really tries to tame my beard down and like give me a normal face. So I have like the dark around here, but it's not beard. It's just like skin color, right? So I have these massive, like, and it takes everything in like it makes it that much worse. So I look like just a raging, depressed heroin addict with like this shitty beard.
It's so good.
It just
so
makes it that
good.
much better. We'll take some of these and we're gonna cram them right in here so you guys know what we're talking about.
What's the app called again?
Reface.
Reface. Lowly to ask. I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
It's not free. You can have a 3-day free trial, which it automatically renews at the end of the term for like $3 a week. Like it's you're gonna want to get in there and immediately turn that auto renewal off.
Use it as much as you can in the 3 days.
I was telling you, I may keep it for $25 a year. That's $2 a month for that kind of fun. Check me out at Bloody the Elf TV. You can find me on Instagram, and I will load them all onto there so you guys can. I'm gonna load every single one of them, and you can enjoy those.
They're really good. I should load mine too.
You should.
We should get TikToks.
Oh, I'm definitely not doing that.
Christ. Give me 2 seconds. Let me grab another drink. I'll be just a second.
1 hour later.
I would never ghost you, man. Like I said, if I were a gay man, I would 69 you and cartwheel across America.
That made when you said that to me, I literally laughed out loud for an extended period of time. Like, what?
Because you pictured it. You pictured it.
I did. I'm like,
I really, when I land jokes, I try to paint a picture.
Ooh,
and I feel like
that one hit like a fucking sledgehammer. I laughed so hard at that. And then my mom's like, what? I'm like, nope. I love you to death, Mom, but not for you.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, she's going to watch this and be like, oh my God.
She doesn't watch unless I force her. Oh, I don't force her to, but I'm like, hey, I kind of cherry pick the ones I want her to see.
That's fair. That's fair.
Except for the one that she like freestyled and grabbed the grapefruiting episode. And I'm like, of course she fucking did. Why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she?
It says grapefruiting yo man. And she's like, kid, come listen. And he's like, are you taking notes? And then it happened. My mom was like, that wasn't fun. I didn't think that was funny. You need to clean up your language and you'll get more viewers. Like, I don't know that that's how that works, but I love your spirit.
Oh my God.
Clean up your I don't like that language. I don't. I just wish you guys would clean up your language and you would trim your beard. Like you. I was like, I'm thinking about, trying to get a promotion at work. She's like, oh, okay, so you're going to cut your hair and trim your beard? I'm like, no.
No, not even a little.
Why would I do that? Well, if you want to get a what do you think the people who are promoting me look like? I'm going to throw this out here. It's not Ryan Seacrest. Just saying.
It's like my boss has D&D fucking tournaments weekly.
My boss looks like Danny Trejo.
Does he really?
Kinda.
What? Bloody, somebody's in chat right now called Twitch Kiss Cam 1 says, you guys are caught on Twitch Kiss Cam. You ready?
Yeah, we are.
Just the quality content you can expect here, you know?
I don't know what they think is gonna happen. Like, best case scenario.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, no.
Okay. Kiss now? Right now?
That's
Okay.
not-
When you want it, you tell me. I'll pucker up. You want me to shave my mustache first a little bit? You don't want to get them tangled.
Just rub our beers together, start a fire the likes the world has never seen.
It's that one that guy sang a song about.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start the fire. This is the words we burn. It's just the words we turn.
That was Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, that's right. I was gonna say Billy Idol, but Billy Idol
Not
can
bad.
only be absorbed at full throttle.
Oh man, what a time! What a time to be alive. The '80s.
I know, right? I'm glad I got to
For those
experience
of you
it.
that didn't get to, we got to experience the ass end of it. For those of you that didn't, you missed
Fuck
out.
off!
You missed out.
Oh, well, hi
Oh,
there,
kitty.
kitty.
All right.
Well, this
are
week in
you-
dumb?
Yeah, yeah.
Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lou.
All right. So let me start off. Oh, there's your cat's butthole.
You like that?
Showed that. Yep. There it was.
I'm gonna Google how to zoom
Alright.
in again and just right on it. I don't know how to do that though.
You'll figure it out. I have faith.
Yeah, I will.
British Columbia massage therapist accused of sexual misconduct was really playing cell phone games, college says. Trevor Scott suspended for 10 days following investigation by the school of massage therapists. He was suspected of masturbating during an appointment with a client. He admitted he was using one hand to play games on his phone during several sessions in recent years. Trevor Scott signed 2 consent agreements last month with college massage therapists, agreeing to 2 5-day suspensions, totaling $4,500, and intensive remedial coursework. He's also agreed to permanent conditions that prevent him from bringing his phone into the treatment room with him. So he's sitting here playing like fucking Raid Shadow Legends. And it's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Is that good? Pressure? More? Okay.
Fuck yeah, legendary chest. I'm so about.
So yeah.
I'm trying to. He said that he got suspended for 2 5-day periods, so it's like 2 weeks basically, for $4,500. I'm assuming that's
The
lost wages.
Well, he has to. That's fines and investigative costs for $4,500.
He
that
got
he has to
fined 45. Fuck it, quit.
Now massage therapists, man, they make money.
Not that much.
They make a good amount.
They're
I mean,
all
if
out
you-
of work right now, aren't they? No, you just had a massage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got one from Marie.
From the thing.
Yep.
Oh. So yeah, they are all out of work right now. They haven't worked in a year, dude.
No, I feel like they can work. It's just mask up. Like they don't.
Oh, I guess they probably are like California because they have a bunch of shit all shut down again.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. But British Columbia, that's Canada. Everybody's healthier in Canada.
Oh yeah, they're probably way better off. It's a different world there.
Yeah. It really is. But yeah.
It's funny how like
This
I talked
poor
to
guy.
like a couple like my colleagues out in Australia, and they're like, yeah, we don't have COVID here at all. Like no new cases. It's just
Like, we don't
waiting
have
for the
COVID.
people
We
to have
also
it
gotta
to.
get like $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
For when we were worried about it.
yeah. We're still trying to get that $2,000. Like, give it a minute. Coming.
It reminds me of that insurance commercial with the old guy with the fishing pole with $1. He's like,
Oh,
got it.
you gotta be quicker.
Oh, you almost got it. You gotta be quicker. Yeah.
Dude, didn't that? Okay, so am I the only one who was like, about that? Because there's a hook in that $1 bill, and she's just doing this with that hook in that dollar. I'm like, oh no, that's gonna go in you.
It's like, that will go poorly because, like, the way fish hooks are designed is like with the prong, like the
Yeah, that's
the
in,
end.
and that coming out is even worse.
Yeah. Mhm.
Ah,
That's why arrows are shaped the way that they are, so that you can't just be like, oh, no big deal. Whoop. That hooks and grabs other shit if you try to do it that way.
rip and tear.
That's why you always see in like movies and shit where they don't just pull it out, they snap
Snap
and
it
pull
off.
through. Yeah, because it's not to be badass, even though it looks badass when you do it.
That is
way.
pretty badass. Though.
But it's there's a function behind it. Now you know. The more you know.
What
do you got, buddy?
Rooster fitted with blade for cockfight kills its owner in India.
Oh my god.
Bird
That's
with
perfect.
knife attached to leg, ready to take. Okay, take that into account.
A
He
knife. Oh
he
my
has attached razors to his rooster to go fight another rooster. And okay, so here's the thing on this story. There's some gaps because it was like one of those for another $1.50 you can see the rest of the story. So I'm
okay.
missing a little bit of information, but essentially I'm going to give you a one thing led to another. Bird with knife attached to leg. One thing led to another and inflicted fatal injuries to man's groin.
Ooh.
He
All
must
right.
have like let go of it and it got away from him and it attacked him and tried to like do the I'm climbing up you and
Yeah.
doing this right up his
Yeah.
crotch. And
Oh,
he is
God.
dead now.
Yeah.
He died from sack injuries from a cock. The irony is not lost on us.
Mm-mm. The
Thank
cock
you,
attack
India.
is cock. India, man. Oh, I wonder if that's a thing.
You know what?
That's a whole
Only
country
one
of
way
people.
we can find out. July
India,
the 2nd.
man.
Indian man.
India, not Indian. India.
I mean, Indians are from India.
No, different.
What do you call them?
That's how that Native Americans got called Indians. That mentality right
July 2nd, Eastern Indian man.
there.
Listen, I'm sure there's somebody who's watching right now who is more culturally diverse than we are. And am I wrong calling them an Eastern Indian? Is there something that they should be
No,
calling
I
them
don't
and saying?
I'm just flicking shit.
Also, that's not a thing. I just looked up my birthday with that and it didn't come up with a name.
No, that's unfortunate. Well, that's fun. That's
That
a
was
good
fun.
one. I like it a lot.
I enjoyed it immensely.
Thai man rushed to hospital after putting ring on penis in desperate bid to make it bigger ahead of Valentine's Day.
Did it work? Asking for a
God,
friend.
there are pictures. Rescuers used a power tool to free the patient from his predicament.
What
Oh, God,
fucking
that's like
power
a-
tool? Sawzall.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Rescue Me?
Yes.
There was an episode where the dude put a cock ring on and they had to bring out the fucking saw to get it off. To get the cock ring off of him. And it made me laugh. And it reminds me a lot of this story, actually. Let me see. The sheepish patient told doctors he had been excited about seeing a woman for a date on Sunday and just wanted to impress her. He heard that rings
Aw.
could be used to enlarge and strengthen a penis by forcing blood into the glands. So he pulled a 3 centimeter wide or 1.2 inches steel nut from his toolbox and slipped it over his member using baby oil. Oh,
That's threaded, bro.
I know. However, the following day his penis had swelled painfully and he found he was unable to remove the ring. He called emergency services Saturday afternoon, having the nut jammed around the base of his
You made it
penis
till
since
the
Friday
afternoon.
morning. Since
That
Friday
all
morning.
day. Just sitting like, oh man, I'm gonna have to call them.
No, it was a day and a half. He did it Friday morning. He was like, "Oh, let's get an early start to this shit."
How much ibuprofen do you think he took? Like anti-inflammatories before he was like, all right.
Yeah, and it was. I'm sure there's a lot of. He just had the whole thing of baby oil. He just unscrewed the cap and just like
Cold water all over it and shit.
please, just please come off.
Does it list his name?
No, it doesn't. It blurs out his face and his dick.
That's a shame. Like, I recognize that penis anywhere.
He told rescuers, "I was terrified that I would need my penis amputated. It had
I would
swollen
be
so much
too.
that it had swollen so much that I thought it would burst."
Must have worked then.
Oh man, they used just the handheld, the little handheld saw, just
Like a Dremel?
yeah, a little Dremel, yeah. I'll tell you exactly what it is right now.
Black and Decker. It's a husky.
It's not Black and Decker. This is Thailand, so probably not Black and Decker.
Hi, husky.
Actually, I can't see it. I can't read it off of that. But man, hold on. Paramedics took him to the hospital in the Thai capital.
Bangkok.
Medics got to work
Literally.
with a terrifying array of tools as the unnamed patient clung to the bed rails in agony. One slid a thin metal sheet between the nut and his skin to protect it, while another began grinding with a spinning steel cutter. They also used pliers to grip and bend the nut until the man was finally released after 16 nerve-wracking minutes. He was given antibiotics and anti-inflammatory cream to reduce the swelling.
I wonder what it looks like now.
Rescue
looks like-
volunteers said the man cried with pain throughout the hour-long cutting process.
Do you think it looks like a used balloon now, where it's just like
Yeah,
stretched?
yeah. Just like, ugh.
It looks like an unfilled sock.
just purple and sad.
Just unhappy. It's like, I wish it would have took me.
I wonder if he still went to his date.
Mm.
His date was Sunday.
Can we get some follow up on that? This is why I want to know his name. I don't want to make fun of him. I want follow up information. Number 1, did you go on your date? Number 2, how'd it go? Number 3, did you bring that up? Like, you wouldn't believe what I did to prepare for this.
Story. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So fucking good. But yeah, that's fucking time, man. Didn't disappoint. Oh man, that's good. That was this weekend dumb. Dude, are you ready?
I feel prepared.
I'm ready. So, with us being so excited about coming
Everything.
releases,
So,
well, I mean,
hey,
we are excited.
excited.
But we're excited about the releases of Godzilla versus fucking King Kong and Mortal fucking Kombat.
Yeah.
Month after month, March and April. Oh man, I am stoked. So with that in mind, I put together a list of movies for you, of films
Ooh.
that have phenomenal fight scenes in them.
I have an
Yes.
amazing idea. It
I
just
have-
came to me right now, and we're going to do this right now.
Okay.
We're
okay.
going to preemptively guess for both of those movies the Rotten Tomatoes score. And then we're going to follow up later with what it actually got
Okay.
and then see who won. You'll have to check the comments because it's going to be later. It's going to be in April that this gets
Yeah.
dropped in. I'm not going to fucking forget because this is going to bother me until it actually happens.
This will be good. Do you want to do that now?
Okay, hang on. There's got to be an excellent way to do this.
Yeah, it's write it down.
Yes.
What are you holding? Is that a book?
Yeah, it's like a notebook
Looks
for
like a-
paper.
Oh, it looks like a children's book.
It's a novel I wrote. All right, so we got Mortal Kombat on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Godzilla
Versus Kong.
on the right. I'm going to put in my scores now. You have to write it down too.
Oh, I have it. Okay, are we just
For the future.
for the future? Okay.
This way that we can guarantee that nothing I say or you say is going to influence each
Okay.
other's score.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. So Godzilla. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Or can I? You have it written down already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In permanent
here's what I'm
fucking
gonna
ink.
do.
I used a Sharpie.
So I didn't use any of that. So I have a fucking pad that I'm using, but I'm going
You took
to...
one of Marie's pads and used that?
No. I have Sublime Text rather, like
Okay.
a pad on.
You could just go first because I wrote mine down.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, are we saying it right now?
Yes, we're gonna guess right now.
Okay. All right. So, Godzilla versus Kong. I'm gonna put at 77%.
Okay, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, I have at 81%.
You think Mortal Kombat's gonna be 81?
I really do, man.
I
really
definitely
do.
went the other direction on that. Here's my scores.
38 and 65. All right, those are fair. I mean, we know how well I've done the last year with this game, so I mean,
I think you might be a little emotional about the Mortal Kombat movie. What's the rule about movies that come out about video
know.
games?
they're mostly terrible. There have been a couple though.
One.
Right.
Give me one.
What one was it? There were a couple, and I can't remember any of them off the top
You're gonna
of
say
my
The Witcher, and I'm gonna argue they did
Not a
those about
movie.
books, and it wasn't a movie.
head. But
That's
they
true.
didn't do them about books.
That's what they
reason that
said. It was like based off
but
of the
only
action novel.
The only reason that they got the go ahead on it was because it was a video game.
Yeah. We're gonna get another Witcher game too because of that show being so good. Witcher
Really?
4. Yeah, it's coming out. I mean,
Is that what
See it in 10 years.
The hackers got a hold of?
I
Have you
don't.
seen that? Have you kept up with that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well.
Oh
the,
yeah,
so
I did
CD
hear about that.
yeah,
They were
CD
like,
Projekt- CD Projekt Red got their source code for a bunch of shit.
and they were like,
held
"Fuck you, we're not
hostage by
doing it."
hackers. Yeah, we're like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. They're like, all right, and then somebody bought it for $7 million.
I wonder who.
Bought the source code for The Witcher 3, like an unreleased version of The Witcher 3, which is weird, and Cyberpunk. So they have all the source code for the games. I don't know
What would you do with it if you had it? Why would you
make a
pay
game.
for it? I
You
don't
make another
understand
game.
any of this. I guess, but like everyone
and then
would
make
know.
money off it. But would they though? Like only if they saw the source code, which nobody sees.
But when you play it and it's like, oh, this is just fucking Witcher 3,
You
and
can build onto it. You can reverse engineer it.
I guess you're not wrong. But even if, I think that would be useless. Clearly not though, because someone paid $7 million for it.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm so sorry. We got way off topic.
we sure did.
Rotten
We have your
Tomatoes game.
scores. We have my scores. Rotten Tomatoes game. Fight scenes. Bam. All right. So starting with 3 unknowing martial artists are summoned to a mysterious island to compete in a tournament whose outcome will decide the fate of the world.
Why wouldn't it?
Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, starring Christopher Lambert, Robin Shue, Lyndon Ashby, and that chick that played Veronica Vaughn.
So
I'm talking
hot.
about
Want to touch the
Want to Touch
hiney.
the Hiney. I'm
Mortal
talking about
Kombat.
1995's Mortal Kombat.
This movie was
Kano.
fucking terrible.
Johnny Cage, Scorpion.
I was like, how do you put a plot to this where it's just
So good. Dude, you say that.
I
But
did.
in the
I
the
stand
game
by my
canon,
statement
there's
too.
there's a whole like canon of shit that's happened for the video game. Like there's a lot. Like there are games that have endings for every character having won the tournament and shit. Like it's a thing. Like there's a whole thing to it. Don't yawn at me.
It's
son
not
of a
you.
bitch.
I was napping before this
I know
my
that.
shit show
I know.
overnight started.
But anyway, Mortal Kombat, go.
40%.
40?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is going to be a rough game for me because I have a lot of them. I'm emotionally charged on a lot of these movies.
Well, here's the thing, man. 40 is not a terrible guess. Because if you go back and rewatch the Mortal Kombat movie, like everybody that watched that movie originally was very emotional about it because Mortal Kombat came out in what, like 1993?
Give
1991?
or take, yeah,
Something like
somewhere in
that.
there.
So somewhere in that range. So that everybody was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be fucking incredible!" Ugh. I remember going to see it as a kid, and I was like jumping off of walls outside of the movie theater
Yeah.
and shit. Like I was stoked, but that all came from a place of emotion and not, I didn't view the film objectively. Objectively, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, like I
it
said.
got a 46%.
Like,
So you only got six on that one. Now there are some fun things here though about the movie. So according to Lyndon Ashby, the guy that played Johnny Cage, the medic on set in LA also acted or also was the security guard for the set. He took his job really seriously. So when Tom Cruise happened to be in the area and came to look at the set, the medic is like, "No, get the fuck out of here. You're not in
Nice.
this movie."
the fuck out of here, you Scientologist piece of shit.
Bridget Wilson Sampras, who played Sonya Blade and Veronica Vaughn, she read an audition for the part of Sonya Blade several times, but due to the long casting process, she chose to do Billy Madison instead. Christina Applegate was also considered for the role, but Cameron Diaz was cast after the producer saw dailies of her from The Mask. However, Diaz broke her wrist during training just before filming. So, fortunately, filming on Billy Madison had just wrapped, making Wilson available again. She happily took the role, even if it meant that she had to be flown down the next day and had to train for the big fight scenes between shooting for the rest of the movie. So, Cameron Diaz was supposed to be Sonya Blade in
This
this
is amazing.
movie. Right? It's nuts.
Well, evidently,
and last
my ghost is hunting in my room now.
Yeah, apparently. Originally, the character of Kano was Japanese American.
Kano.
Through
Say it
everything.
like they did in the movie.
Kano.
Nice. That's pretty good.
However, Ed Boon and John Tobias were so impressed with how Trevor Goddard portrayed him that they retconned Kano's history in future games to make him Australian, which they thought was Goddard's nationality. They later learned that although Goddard gave Kano an Australian accent, Goddard himself was actually born in England, but had claimed to be of Australian descent. He was just like,
That's funny.
"Yeah, we're just decided to be to make him Australian." It
Why have
sounded
I?
like a good idea at the time.
I'm gonna rip out your blemmin' hearts.
Yeah. So seriously, every game since then has made Kano Australian, and then this movie, the new movie, has that. Like he's still Australian in this movie as well. So like his performance from this movie this shit movie in 1995 has influenced the games and another film, because in the Red Band trailer you can see him looking at a heart like, look at this fucking beauty. Like, so good. All right, so next one, After the Vietnam War, a team of scientists explores an uncharted island in the Pacific, venturing into the domain of the mighty Kong and must fight to escape a primal Eden. Directed by John Vought Roberts, starring Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, Brie Larson, and John C. Reilly. Talking about 2017's Kong Skull Island.
I watched it tonight, as I told you,
Mm-hmm. You did.
like just hours ago. Can we agree? John C. Reilly at his best.
No.
What would be better than that?
Chicago.
I never saw Chicago. Okay, so that's fair.
He's so here's the thing. John C. Reilly has a depth that I think a lot of people don't give him credit for.
Yeah, he's a great
John C.
actor.
John C. Reilly is seen as the dude in Step Brothers and really like his comedic roles and shit. But when he does like serious dramatic roles, and that man can fucking sing. Like,
Oh no shit, huh?
when he was, yeah, he's in Chicago, which Chicago is a musical.
Yeah.
He sings in Chicago, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, he's solid. Like, I was thoroughly impressed, and I wish I could see him in more shit. But yeah, John C. Reilly's phenomenal in this movie as well. Like, not to take away from his performance here, but
No,
I
no,
liked
no,
him
no.
in
Yeah, yeah.
Chicago a lot.
Kong Skull Island. It was actually really good. It was actually a really good movie. I think that Alexa, turn on master bedroom light. I think that it gets a little bit of shit for being what it is. It's a fucking like King
It's a
Kong monster movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna lose some points based off that. So I'm actually gonna still rate it pretty high at 75%.
Bloody.
Dessert.
Bloody.
What happened?
It happened.
Oh, finally.
It happened.
It only took a year and a half.
It fucking happened. Oh my god.
Am I deducting 5?
Dude, you are deducted 5. It is
Damn.
certified. It's weirdly certified fresh at 75, which is a fairly low for being certified, you know. But yeah, it is 75%. It happened, man.
I knew it was gonna happen.
This, the day of our Lord, February 28th.
I'm at 1, baby.
2021. You got one. Holy shit. Motherfucker. Yeah. 75%. So, John C. Reilly's line, it sounds like a bird, but it's a fucking ant. This entire scene was an outtake in which John C. Reilly was trying to get the cast and crew to laugh by throwing the most bizarre, outlandish, imaginary monster he could come up with. Director Jordan Vought Roberts decided that it fit in with Skull Island's bizarre ecology and kept it. In a later interview, Vought Roberts said he wanted to include the giant ant in a scene but couldn't due to budget constraints.
Aww.
I know, it would have been real cool. At the premiere in Vietnam, there's a 16-foot tall display model statue of King Kong that was engulfed in flames that were caused by the model volcanoes surrounding the statue.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Too close.
The fire was extinguished in 15 minutes and no one was hurt, but that was a thing that fucking happened in Vietnam. So good job, guys.
Way to fuck it up.
Right? An insomniac office worker and devil-may-care soap maker form an underground fight club that evolves into something much, much more. Directed by David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, Meatloaf, and a young Jared Leto. Talking about 1999's Fight Club.
1999 was a really, really good year for movies.
It really was. There were so many good ones.
It was a great year for movies. Maybe the best year for movies. I can't think of a year that had more really good movies come out than that one did.
Yeah.
Our favorite movie of all time came out in '99.
Yeah. Boondock Saints.
Yes, sir.
Mm-mm-mm.
Did you see that it's up to 27% now on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's inching its way up there.
It's getting its way up. It's still, though, far enough away from the audience to still hold the record for the biggest separation between
Oh, really?
the audience and critics. Critics didn't
so
like it
good.
for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
I liked everything. I mean, I'm not a critic, but everything about it was solid.
I
What
think
color
it's they
was
just
the
don't
cat?
like the director, like personally.
What's its fucking name, bitch? Like, all
Yeah.
of it is so good. John Rocker is gold. Anyway,
Shame
Fight Club.
about they're never gonna make a third one.
You say that, but the second one wasn't great. I didn't like it.
But it was so set up for a third film at the end. You
It
know,
was.
when
it
they go
was
to
set up
prison,
very
and
well for a second, and then the second just was shitty.
I liked the second one. It just wasn't.
It
I
wasn't
think
good.
I had
It wasn't good.
different expectations.
Like,
than you.
if you're gonna bring back Billy Connolly, you bring back Billy Connolly. You know what I mean? You don't just, oh, you boys take it over. And nope, didn't like it. Wasn't happy with it.
What
So
was
Fight
it?
Club.
Fight Club. Oh yeah, critically acclaimed. Everyone fucking loved this movie. I haven't been fucked like that since kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
I got plenty of room in this game to be bold and keep my
You really
score
do.
high. I'm
You're
gonna say
lucky.
certified fresh, 93%.
93. Okay. So not quite there. Critics didn't agree with you on that one. It was certified fresh, but it was at 79%. So you got 14 on that, which isn't hurting you.
Because now I'm at 15.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, you're 15. So author Chuck Palahniuk first came up with the idea for the novel after being beaten up on a camping trip when he complained to some nearby campers about the noise of their radio. When he returned to work, he was fascinated to find nobody would mention or acknowledge his injuries, instead saying such commonplace things as, "How was your weekend?" Palahniuk concluded that the reason people reacted this way was because if they asked him what had happened, a degree of personal interaction would be necessary, and his workmates simply didn't care enough to connect with him on a personal level. It was his fascination with societal blocking which became the foundation of the novel, which is pretty interesting. At about an hour and 15 minutes in, a Fight Club member sprays a priest with a hose in order to coerce him into a fight. The camera shakes a little bit. This happens because the cameraman couldn't keep himself from laughing at the scene. Like, they had several takes, and every time it happened, he's like, like, it just was consistent. So they didn't have any good takes of it not going like.
Get a fucking tripod.
The original pillow talk scene that you actually alluded to had Marla saying, "I want to have your abortion." When this was objected to by Fox 2000 Pictures president of production Laura Ziskin, David Fincher said he would change it on the provision that the new line couldn't be cut. Ziskin agreed, and Fincher wrote the replacement line, "I haven't been fucked like that since grade school."
Yeah,
When
there you go.
Ziskin saw the line, she was even more outraged and asked for the original line to be put back in. But as per their deal, Fincher refused. So I
Nope.
haven't been fucked like that since grade school is what stayed. So next, in 1938, after his father, Professor Henry Jones Jr., goes missing while pursuing the Holy Grail, Professor Henry Indiana Jones Jr. finds himself up against Adolf Hitler's Nazis again to stop them from obtaining its powers. Directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford, Sean Connery, Alison Doody, and John Rhys Davies. I'm talking about 1989's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Fun movie. I mean, it's Indiana Jones was so good. Everyone likes Indiana Jones movies. Sean Connery played a weird part. Like it was like they're gonna get like
liked it.
weirded out by his
liked
performance
Sean-
in that.
No, I liked Sean
No?
Connery in that.
I should probably go back
liked
and
him a
watch it
lot.
again. I remember having like mixed feelings about him.
No, I like Sean Connery a lot in it. I think it worked really well. Sean Connery was actually very funny in this in this role. Like when they're in that plane and Sean Connery's manning the gun and he just keeps shooting till he shoots his own tail. It's like they got us. They got us.
Oh
Like-
gosh.
Like it was really good. I liked it a lot.
93.
93? That's not bad. Not bad at all. It is fresh and certified so at 88. So you only gained 5 on that, man. This might be your best game.
Yeah, probably gonna be.
It's probably gonna be your best game.
Hang on.
So
I got one more film to fuck up.
you do have one more, and you might fuck it up. So in the scene where they're hunting the Holy Grail, they go down into the sewers of Italy, if I remember correctly. There are a whole bunch of rats there, which Sean Connery's character of Henry Jones Sr. is terrified of rats in the same way that Indiana Jones is terrified of snakes. So there are a whole bunch of rats lining the walls of these sewers. Do you remember that?
No, that's okay.
No? Okay.
Pretend I did.
Well, there are, okay. So there are all these rats. So for this film, 2,000 rats were actually bred for the production of this film. They had to breed, especially as ordinary rats could have been riddled with disease, especially so many in a small place. So they bred all of these rats specifically for this movie, or this role in this movie. And it's funny because when you go through that scene, like they're kicking rats off into this water, and those are real rats. They're just like, bloop.
What do you think
But
they did
rats
with them
not-
when they were done?
I don't know. Experiments? I have no idea.
We're gonna cure cancer, boys. Yeah, we killed 2,000 rats. I don't know what happened.
This rat looks like it needs an ear on its back.
Yeah.
Um,
Experiments.
so this part was actually, I didn't know. Most of the uniforms worn by the Nazis in the Berlin book burning scene are authentic World War II uniforms, not replicas. A cache of old uniforms was found in Germany and obtained by costume designer Anthony Powell to be used in this movie. So the Nazi uniforms that they're wearing,
Real
when,
Nazi
like,
uniforms, huh?
yeah, they're real legit Nazi uniforms that these fuckers are wearing. So,
Tailored
when he
for the Nazis.
autographs this fucking book that for Indiana Jones, that was a Nazi uniform he was wearing. I was like, wow, like a real Nazi wore that once upon a time.
Wonder if
That
they were
shit's
like
nuts.
they made a bunch of uniforms to be shipped to the Nazis and they never got. You know what I mean? Like they were new uniforms.
Yeah.
I bet that's how that went.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because otherwise, like, how would you get so many of them?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It would have been probably like a bunch of brand new ones, like all crated together to be shipped out. Versus
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
bunch of
that's fair.
used ones would be weird, right?
Yeah, but
I like these
Just
logistical
used
questions
fucking-
that I have.
yeah, that's fair. No, that's a fair question. Because the way that I thought, I was like, some Nazi wore that thing before you did, you know, and that's a thing to think about, you know.
Yeah.
Like, or that's a thing that I would think about when I'm putting on this fucking uniform. Is like, man, a real Nazi would like this motherfucker probably killed so many people in this thing that has sleeves and pants and a belt like a big boy. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, you're probably right. Last film, you ready?
Yes, sir.
The cryptozoological agency Monarch faces off against a battery of god-sized monsters, including the mighty Godzilla, who collides with Mothra, Rodan, and his ultimate nemesis, the three-headed King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
Directed by Michael Dougherty, starring Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, and Ken Watanabe, talking about Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
I'm kind of in a bad place on this one because I've looked it up before. I know the first one got really good reviews and this one did not. It's I don't remember exactly what it is though.
Sure.
But it's ballpark maybe like I don't know, like I think it's rotten at like somewhere around 50%. So I'm just gonna say 50.
50?
It doesn't fucking matter. I could say 60 and still have a great fucking game.
Yeah, you can't. So it is rotten. You're not wrong there.
It might be lower, like
it is-
30 something.
It's not 30 something. It is rotten, but it's at 42%. So you gained 8 on that one.
I was kind of
But
aware of
still,
that
dude,
one.
15. I really think this is your best game.
Yeah, it is
How
for
do
sure.
what do you think that you got here?
28.
That's exactly what you got.
Yeah,
actually,
keep track.
28.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not that hard when there's such low numbers.
I got it. Don't worry. Yes, this would be my
28%
best game.
or 28 total, man. That's
Wait, I guessed it exactly. Can I get 5 more points off? 23?
No.
Okay.
No, you cannot. Oh shit! I forgot for some fun facts for this one. Let's
Well,
just imagine.
luckily we have high-speed internet. We can just go look them up real quick.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. Like,
It was
but
not
I
a
also
good movie.
I come from a place where I watched these movies as a kid, like
Yes.
old movies from like
Yes.
the 50s and 60s.
Black and white
I
ones.
watched all of them.
Yeah.
And I was so mad when like Godzilla better fucking win this goddamn thing because I love Godzilla. Like,
Yeah.
unreasonably so.
Yeah. Like
And I
Godzilla's my
remember-
homeboy.
That was the first thing that I headcanoned ever. I was like 8 years old. I watched Godzilla versus King Kong, and King Kong was powered up by fucking Godzilla's atomic breath to his chest or whatever, and then Godzilla just got his ass beat. I'm like, no, that's not how it happened. In my head, reverting it back,
No.
like Godzilla won. So fuck you, real movie. But
There's a lot of like continuity problems on this one.
oh, on this one,
Yeah. Fucking Lux in here with
Let's
Team
see.
Monkey. Get fucked. Take your monkey and go have a banana, you bitch. Sorry, that was aggressive. I'm sorry.
Upon hearing the alpha frequency for the first time, Mothra reacts more with curiosity rather than with intimidation or submission. Not only is Mothra unaffected by it because she is an alpha by her own right, but it's also revealed that humans or use Godzilla's calls to create the alpha frequency mixed with some human vocals as well. She calmed down because she was hearing something that was similar to her male counterpart. She was ready to get drilled, is what that says.
That's her putting up her booty. Hit that. I don't know. Sorry.
Godzilla received a slight revamp with his dorsal fins changing in shape rather than being jagged and straighter in design. The new design features more protrusions and looks more like the maple leaf design akin to earlier Godzilla incarnations. The director states that his eye color also changes when he uses his atomic breath, a bright blue hue, much like his attack. So yeah, there you go. Fun facts about Godzilla. Pew, pew, pew. No, somebody else did. She accused you of calling King Kong a monkey because King Kong is an ape of the ape family.
Oh yeah,
And I
I'm
said that.
quoting chat here.
Yeah. Because she said if he did, then we're breaking up because Marie is an amateur anthropologist.
Amateur.
Amateur. But yeah,
What a fun show today.
it was a good time.
I did
Talked
enjoy
about
this.
Getting drilled by machines, moths getting drilled by other moths.
A lot of drilling going on.
A A lot of drilling
Per
happening.
protocol, this was another show about getting drilled.
As you do. As you do. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We know that you have a choice when it comes to your viewing and listening pleasures. We're happy that you chose the Bloody and Sutty show to grace your eyes and ears in this instance. Bloody, take it away.
My name is Bloody the Elf. Love
I'm
you.
SuttySmash. I love you probably more than he does. Pause. Hey, there it is.
Keep it positive.
Keep it positive. Alright, I'm gonna go pee-pee real quick. And then
Hey, bro, spell I cup.